Serious. What's something that happened to you that sounds made up but isn't? At the age of 6, I was swept away from my family by some ferocious rapids, spent what seems like forever bouncing off of rocks in freezing water, and was eventually rescued by 2 Australians on air mattresses. This was a river in Utah. I was a cast member at Disney at the time. I wanted to experience working at all the different parks, so I picked up a shift at stroller rental at Animal Kingdom. Another cast member and I were debating if a full-grown adult could fit into the stroller. She dared me to sit in it to see, so I obliged, only to discover that I was then stuck in the stroller. Seconds after this discovery, a tour guide and his client comes up to grab a stroller they have rented. Tour guide's client happens to be the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, who witnessed me stuck in the stroller that he was supposed to have rented. What movie did you expect to be bad but was actually good? Pirate of the Caribbean, a movie based on a Disney ride? About pirates? This is going to be so bad and a lame Disney kids cash grab. The first movie turned out to be outstanding. Edge of Tomorrow for me. I have a hard time separating Cruise from all of his Scientology nonsense, and I dislike him, but I gave that movie a chance and had a great time watching it. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Dread 2012. I was surprised how good it was. I thought the Lego movie was going to be a stupid commercial, and it ended up being one of my favorite movies ever with a surprisingly deep message. Tropic Thunder. My friends dragged me to see it. Such a great movie. Hot Tub Time Machine. The most ridiculous premise, but hilariously done. Great cast. What is something a person can learn in 10 minutes that will be useful the rest of their life? How to put on a condom. Instructions unclear. Now can't breathe. CPR. How to tie a tie. What is, and how to avoid, a MLM. The difference between there, and there. Edit. Love all you grammar nerds. I have found my people. How to tie a reliable knot. Doesn't have to be fancy, but does have to be something you know you can trust. How to properly sew a missing button back on. Control+C, Control+V. Infant, child CPR and choking protocols. Obviously it takes hours, at least, to get proficient enough to be certified, but you can learn the basics for the 3 age groups, infant, young child, older child, in less than 10 minutes from a pamphlet or YouTube video. What is way more common than people realize? Miscarriage. The Mayo Clinic says up to 20% of known pregnancies end in miscarriage, which is already a lot. This is obviously heartbreaking for wanted pregnancies, but can be difficult for unwanted pregnancies too. But in addition to that 20%, many people miscarry before they learn they're pregnant. While not distressing in the same way of knowingly having a miscarriage, it's distressing for many people because of a seeming inability to get pregnant. Alcoholism. There are many more functional alcoholics or recovering than people would guess. Credit card debt. 45% of Americans carry a credit card balance from one month to the next. People who don't wash their hands after using the restroom. What is something that you will never try in your life? Bungee jumping. Fentanyl. Opioids, outside of a hospital. From what I learned on Reddit. Cocaine, underwater cave exploration, heroin, meth, Flint, Michigan, Detroit, talking to Michael Jordan or Chevy Chase. Edit. Also traveling to Egypt, and Gary, Indiana. Hot air ballooning. I love both flying and heights too. I've piloted ultralight aircraft, but this method of getting in the air I just don't like. I love roller coasters, but I hate those thrill rides that don't do anything but scare the shit out of you. I saw one in Vegas on top of a skyscraper. The whole ride is sitting in a chair and being tipped face down over the edge of a 20-story building. Nothing about that sounds fun to me. All pass. Heroin or meth, shit is too addictive.